So we picked up this '04 Dodge 3500. Alright guys, a little update on the 57 Wagon. Got it up in the air, and we've just been cutting more of this stuff out of it. So the insides of the rockers were pretty rough. Somebody had done pretty extensive patching on them, and they put all this stuff, like that's an entire fence post, and all this other metal in there to basically reinforce the floor pans where the factory braces had rotted out. So right now I'm just kind of getting all that old stuff out of there. See if I think we may just try to reconstruct the new inner rockers. The outers are pretty decent, so I can just kind of reconstruct the inners. But as you can see, all this old structure here that somebody put in, that's like flat metal, T-post, a lot of that. Somebody spent a lot of time doing that, and that's obviously just all they had to work with. But it's kind of a pain in the butt to cut out of there. I'm trying to get it cut out without destroying the rockers. So trying to get all that stuff out of there and finish getting this stuff cut out. Then once I get to that point, it's gonna be a matter of I'm gonna have to spend some money. So I need to order these outer floor braces, these and the rear ones. Once I do that, then I can kind of continue. But right now, we're wanting to get Misfit in the shop. The tractor's almost done. So right now, I think that's going to kind of bring the 57 Wagon to a little bit of a stopping point. I'm going to try to save up a little bit more money. The big thing is I don't really want to spend any more money on it right now. I need to try to save up a little bit because I spent a lot on it to start with. And since then, we've ended up buying another project car. So I need to kind of whoa up on the spending a little bit and try to focus on making some money. So that's the reason we've been at the auction, trying to get some more inventory cars. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Nitro Union and Gasser Nation. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a busy couple weeks. Not necessarily getting to work on stuff that I wanted to work on. We've just been kind of going around to auctions and trying to pick up cars for the used car business. Many of you guys may not know, but that's kind of part of our business here. The used car lot is my business, and I handle most of that. Of course, Dad is involved with that stuff too. He does a lot of trucks and stuff like that. And then of course we have the shop, right next door. But the market's been really weird as far as the used car market goes. So it's been hard for us to get inventory because we try to compete with these bigger guys, and it's just tough, honestly. So we've been trying to focus on that to get some money rolling in. Because I've been spending too much, basically. And so anyway, we found a pickup truck. We don't have a regular truck as a tow rig to pull like the Misfit trailer, the race car trailer and stuff like that. So we found a truck over at the auction and looked up this morning and picked it up at a pretty decent deal. So I want to bring you guys along and you can kind of see what it's like. So basically yesterday we went over to the auction. It's about an hour and a half away, and just strolled through. They have about 800 cars is what they ran today. So we just strolled through there and picked out stuff that we want. We have certain niche of vehicles that we mess with. Mostly, mid to late 2000s stuff. Nothing real new or really high dollar stuff. So we basically stroll through, pick out the ones we like, test drive them, see what all issues they have and stuff they need, write them down. Then I'll come back home, and then this morning here in the office, basically hop on the simulcast online and I bid on them online. And then like today we got a few. Some days I don't get any. All right, guys, we're at the auction out here and here to pick up our little purchases. So they ran about 800 cars through the auction today. We got 3, which is probably above average. This is the Chevy 2010. It's like somebody had a seizure when they backed it up in the spots. We're gonna straighten it up. We'll actually come back tomorrow and get it. Ball joint's bad. Real bad. I need ball up my fingers. Big Dodge we bought. Or he bought. I ain't gonna say we bought it. See if it cranks. Fired right up and sounds good. That's your gate pass for it. You gonna ride the other one? Yeah, I guess so. And then my little hoopty, little Ford Escape. I deal with these cars a lot, smaller cars, small SUVs and stuff. So see if it'll crank. All right, so mine's dead. Some genius left the key on probably all night, so now we gotta ride around and see if we can find a jump box. Try to jump it off. They do have these little mobile jump boxes. You can spot them by the little flags. So looks like nobody else is using this one, so grab it. And luckily it was just right up. We didn't even have to go anywhere. There's a truck right there, so it was that close. Hopefully this will jump it. It's completely dead, so. Fired right up. We need one of them. We need one of them mounted to a golf cart. Turn it back off. All right. Just leave it here, I guess, like everybody else does. Of course, it's got 0 gas in it, so that's also pretty average. I think people, either whenever they trade them in or these dealerships before they bring them to auction, they'll put the worst tires they have on them and the worst battery they have in them, and probably get the gas out of them too, because that's constantly stuff that we have to deal with. There's bad tires, bad batteries, and no gas. Luckily we're going to put this one on the trailer. The Dodge does actually have half a tank in it, so that's good. But we're going to haul this one on the trailer, so it won't be a big deal as long as it'll get out there and get on the trailer. That's all we need. I'm waiting in line now to get out the gate. Got my mask on. Lady's gonna scan my gate pass and check the door and everything, and then we'll be good to go. So you go back here and see all these big rigs, all that stuff, and then to show you the size of our operation. Bam, there's old Betty hooked to the trailer. We're gonna load her up, drive the Dodge home, drive Betty home with this Escape on the trailer, and then we'll be good. Clean these suckers up and get them ready to sell. So we picked up this 04 Dodge. It's a 3500 single wheel club cab, and pretty clean old truck. It's fairly straight. The paint's actually good. We've had a few of these Cummins trucks. This one's a 4-wheel drive. We haven't had a 4-wheel drive one before, but truck's got 323,000 miles on it, but it's super clean. It's really nice. Whoever had it took good care of it. So we kind of don't really ever have a steady truck because we usually buy them and resell them, but might try to sit on this one for a while. We'll put a big price on it and see if somebody comes along that wants it. These trucks have a pretty good market. Really the only drawback to it is the mileage. Really wouldn't even guess. I hadn't even cleaned it up yet, but it's super clean. It's a 6-speed manual. So just one little spot in the seat there. The back seat's folded up. We'll fold it back down, but just needs a little detail work. Just got a few miles, but it runs great. Strong. Pretty nice little truck for sure. So you got the front tires are decent, back tires aren't as good, but all we have is a 24-foot tag along, like bumper pull enclosed trailer, so it's nothing real crazy anyway. Honestly, this is probably overkill. We've pulled the trailer with half-ton trucks before, but it's nice to have something a little more beef to it for sure. But yeah, pretty cool old truck. I think we kind of lucked up and did pretty good on this one. I drove it home just now and no issues. It seems to run and drive great, so I dig it. So I'm gonna finish getting this thing gutted out, and then it's gonna go back to the corner for a little bit, and we're gonna get Misfit out, and we've got another engine set up for it that I'm gonna show you guys, a whole nother project that we ended up with. Yeah, so that's the deal on this thing. So got a little bit more to do. You guys already seen me cutting stuff out of it. I'm gonna do a little time lapse of cutting out some of that crap, but I mean, you know what the deal is. So until I can start putting it back together, you guys probably don't want to see any more of me cutting metal. So so anyway, so it'll come back around in a few weeks, maybe a month or so. Once we get Misfit back together running, we'll go to Atmore, race it. You guys can follow along with all that stuff. You also see we bought us potentially a new tow rig for Misfit, or new to us tow rig. Of course, we buy and sell stuff, and that's what we do for a living. So it's everything's for sale, or most everything's for sale. You hear me continue to say that this is an investment. I know you guys are probably like, why does he say that out loud all the time? Well, honestly, I love cars, and I get attached to them. Even the little cars that I buy to resell on the car lot. Somehow I managed to fall in love with them, and I'm just like, well, I don't know if I'll ever find another one, this cheap or whatever, and I like it, and it's a good daily. Somehow I managed to justify like wanting to hang on to everything, but I can't do that. Like, this is my job, to buy and sell cars, so that's what I need to do. Like Aces High, that's like part of the family. It's never gonna go anywhere. Like my Mustang, my Mach 1, it's part of the family. It's never going to go anywhere. So I've got plenty of projects that I'm never going to get rid of. So like the 57 Wagon, I'm just going to keep saying it out loud. It's an investment, and I want to try to resell it at some point. So, but anyway, thank you guys for tuning in, man. And I want to kind of show you guys a little bit of a day in the life of what we do when we're out trying to buy cars and get stuff for the car lot. So yeah, I gotta try to focus on that and balance that with the projects, and it gets kind of crazy sometimes around here. So thank you guys for hanging with us, and we'll see you on the next one, and we should have some pretty cool stuff for that.